They say life changes in an instant. 1 second, you're living your ordinary day, and in the next, your whole world flips upside down. My name is Rachel Thompson. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And in the winter of 2015, I lived through the scariest, most painful, and most miraculous moment of my life. Because that day, I survived a car crash while 9 months pregnant. And on the side of the road, in the wreckage of twisted metal and broken glass, I brought my baby into the world. It was a cold February morning, one of those desert mornings where the sun shines bright, but the air still has a bite of winter in it. I was 9 months pregnant, exhausted, achy, and counting down the days to my due date. My doctor had told me the week before, "Rachel, relax, you'll probably go late. First-time moms usually do." So I thought I had time. I thought I could still run errands, still drive myself, still live life as normal. That morning, I decided to visit my sister across town. I remember singing along to the radio, tapping my fingers on the steering wheel, feeling my baby kicking against my ribs. I smiled and said out loud, "We'll meet soon, little one." Just not yet, but life had other plans. It happened in seconds. I was crossing an intersection when another car, running a red light, slammed into the side of mine. The sound, metal against metal, glass shattering, was deafening. My body jerked, my head slammed into the seat, and then silence. For a moment I couldn't breathe. All I could think was, the baby. Pain shot through my belly. My heart froze. I touched my stomach, whispering, "Please, please be okay." I tried to move, but my leg was pinned against the door. Smoke filled the car, glass glittered across the seats. People screamed in the distance, footsteps running closer. A man's voice shouted, "Call 911! She's pregnant!" And that's when it hit me. The pain wasn't just from the crash. These were contractions, real ones, sharp, unbearable, rolling through me like waves. My body wasn't waiting. My baby was coming. Strangers pulled open the mangled door, helping me out onto the cold asphalt. I could barely stand, clutching my stomach as another contraction ripped through me. Someone shouted, "She's in labor!" Another voice said, "The ambulance is stuck in traffic, it'll take too long." I remember lying back on the roadside, gravel digging into my back, the sky spinning above me. My hands shook, my breathing ragged. Tears blurred my vision. This wasn't how it was supposed to happen. Not here, not like this. But sometimes, we don't get to choose our moment. It chooses us. Among the crowd, a woman pushed through and said words I'll never forget. "I'm a paramedic. I can help." Her name was Jessica. She knelt beside me, her hands firm but steady, her voice calm despite the chaos around us. "Rachel, look at me. You're safe. Your baby's safe. We're going to do this together." I clung to her voice like it was the only lifeline I had. The cars around us honked, people shouted, sirens wailed faintly in the distance. But Jessica's voice cut through it all. "Breathe with me. In. Out. You're stronger than this. You can do this." The contractions came faster, brutal, leaving me gasping for air. I screamed. I cried. I begged for it to stop. My body was on fire, torn between fear and instinct. Strangers shielded me with their jackets, blocking the cold wind. Someone knelt by my head, whispering, "You've got this, love. You're not alone." I felt hands holding mine, grounding me. I heard Jessica's voice, firm. "It's time. Rachel, push." And so I did. On the side of the road, surrounded by strangers, lying on broken asphalt, I pushed with everything I had. Minutes stretched like eternity. Each push felt impossible. Each cry tore through my throat like thunder. The world narrowed to pain, breath, and determination. And then, the sound I will never forget. A cry, tiny, piercing, beautiful. Jessica lifted him up, wrapped in a blanket someone had thrown from their car. She placed him on my chest, his heartbeat racing against mine. Tears streamed down my face as I whispered, You're here. You're really here." Around us, the crowd erupted into cheers. Strangers clapped, cried, shouted congratulations. In that moment, on the side of a Phoenix highway, I wasn't just a crash victim. I was a mother. The ambulance finally arrived minutes later, but by then, the miracle had already happened. They checked us both. Miraculously, my baby was healthy, strong, perfect. I was battered, bruised, but alive. When my husband Mark rushed into the hospital later, his face pale with fear, he broke into tears when he saw me holding our son. He kept repeating, "I thought I lost you. I thought I lost you both." But we were here. We survived. Looking back now, people always ask me, "Weren't you terrified?" And the truth is, yes, I was. More terrified than I've ever been. But I also learned something that day. That life can bloom even in the wreckage. That even on the side of a broken road, surrounded by chaos, love can win. So yes, in 2015, in Phoenix, Arizona, I survived a car crash while 9 months pregnant and gave birth on the roadside. It wasn't the birth story I planned. It wasn't the safe, controlled moment I pictured. But it was real. It was raw. And it was mine. And if you ask me now if I'd change it, the answer is no. Because in that chaos, I met my son. And nothing matters more than that.